Hello, and welcome to episode 43 of Rivers Arcade Review. My name is Ed. This channel is dedicated to the coin-operated video games of yesteryear. Today I'll be reviewing a game from my past, Donkey Kong 3. Donkey Kong 3 was released in 1983 by Nintendo as a sequel to Donkey Kong Jr. My first time playing this game was at Funtime Square in Hometown, Illinois. Donkey Kong 3 is a platformer and the third game in the Donkey Kong arcade series. In this game, you control Stanley the Bugman with a 4-way joystick and a spray button. Just like Donkey Kong Jr., Donkey Kong 3 looks and plays nothing like the former games. The game takes place inside of a greenhouse where Donkey Kong has taken residence and you need to keep him from capturing your flowers. This game begins with Donkey Kong suspended from two vines inside of a greenhouse. Donkey Kong begins by banging on the two beehives, aggravating the bees and other insects inside of them before sliding down to the bottom of the vines. At this point, the bees and other insects will begin swarming and begin attacking downward. Your character Stanley begins at the bottom of the screen and is armed only with the bug sprayer. You use the bug sprayer to destroy all the bees and other bugs. Your challenge is to push Kong to the top of the two vines using only the sprayer. Once Kong reaches the top, he will cause the two beehives to fall down and Kong will climb off the top of the screen. Just like the previous Donkey Kong games, there is a bonus timer in which you need to finish the level. Unlike the previous games, all levels begin with 8,000 on the timer and will click off 100 points approximately every second. If the timer reaches 0, two red Venus flytraps will appear from the sides of the screen and will make their way toward Kong's vines. And once they reach the vines, they will begin eating them, and if the vines are eaten above Kong's hands, Kong will fall to the ground and you will lose a life. You also have 5 plants in various stages of growth at the bottom of the screen that you need to defend from the bugs. At the end of each level, you will receive bonus points for every plant remaining, and after the points are counted, the plants will grow to the next stage of growth. Plants begin as seedlings, then they grow into buds, and after that they will blossom into flowers. You earn 500 points per plant and a bonus for having all 5. You will earn 2,000 points for having all 5 plants saved, although if all 5 are in full bloom, you will earn a 5,000 point bonus. If you lose any plants, they will be replaced on the next level as seedlings. During the course of the game, the insects will swarm downward to take your flowers up to Kong, where they will disappear permanently. If you lose a life while an insect is carrying a flower, the flower will not return for the next life. The enemies for this game are as follows. The orange bees are worth 100 points each, the blue bees are worth 200 points each, and the large yellow and red queen bees are worth 400 points each, but they require 2 hits to destroy. The first hit will turn them blue, and the second hit will destroy it, but it will explode, sending 4 pieces downward, and touching any of these pieces will cause the loss of a life. Destroying a lone queen bee will earn you 400 points, but if the queen bee has an orange bee escort, destroying it will earn you 700 points, and if there are 2 escorts, you will earn 1,000 points. There are also indestructible caterpillars that will only be stunned when shot, and they will reverse to the top of the greenhouse, although if they make it all the way down to the lower steps, they will remain there and hinder your movements. This game has 3 levels as opposed to 4, and all 3 are relatively the same. The first level has 3 steps in which you can move Stanley in order to spray and avoid the insects. You need to be on the second level or the top level to effectively spray Kong upwards. If you are at the highest level, you can jump upward to slightly increase the strength of your spray gun. Level 2 only has 2 steps at the bottom for Stanley to maneuver. This level has limited enemies, but the biggest enemy are the invincible caterpillars and will work their way down onto the 4 vines that are below Kong in an attempt to get in the way of your shots. There are also a few regular bees that will try to steal your flowers. The third round goes back to the first level, and the fourth round will be at the third level. This level also has 3 steps at the bottom, but the middle step has a gap in the center that will require you to move around the gap to reach the top step in order to be able to spray Kong up the vines. Stanley has 1 power-up each life. To the right of Kong's vines, about 2/3 of the way up, there will be a white and red spray gun. If you can push Kong high enough so his hand hits the sprayer, it will fall, and when Stanley picks it up or catches it, you will have a super spray for several seconds. The Super Spray will give you a larger and more potent spray that will not only move Kong up the vines faster, but you are able to destroy the caterpillars, although there is no score for doing so. If you pick up the power-up at the end of a level, it will also carry over to the next level. I found this game very repetitive and it got boring very quickly, and I don't recommend playing it unless you are a die-hard gamer or can play it on an emulator. I like this game more than Peggle, but not as much as Galaxian, so I ranked Donkey Kong 3 36th overall. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If there are any games you would like me to review, please leave a message in the comments section below or on my homepage. Please remember to hit like, share, and subscribe. And stay tuned for new videos every Wednesday and Sunday.